Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to show you guys some Dust 2 smokes that are going to absolutely win you games. And not only am I going to teach you guys the lineups, but I'll also explain why these smokes are so good and why they're going to end up winning you games. Most people will just teach you how to throw the smokes and not actually why they're so important. In this video, I'm going to do a little bit of both. These are going to be only the absolute essentials, not any of the filler or unnecessary smokes, just the ones that are actually going to win you games. So without any more yapping, let's just jump right in. Alright, so what better way to start off this video than to show you guys this crazy good mid smoke that covers absolutely all of doors. As you can see, if I even go to the CT side, there's absolutely no seeing through the smoke. So first, to show off the lineup, basically we're just going to run right at spawn here. We're going to find this ledge, and you'll notice this little crack in the ledge right here. You're just basically going to want to run right up to it. If you really want to be particular, you can crouch, kind of make sure your crosshair is dead in the middle of it. Then you just want to stand up, aim at this little brown piece of the wall here. Anywhere on this piece kind of works, and then you just jump through. As you can see, someone will fly straight through mid, bounce off this wall, or off the door rather, completely cover off all of mid. As you can see, sometimes it does take a second to spread towards the top, but it does end up covering absolutely everything, even if it looks like it doesn't. Sometimes you get a little bit of this, but there's no seeing through this even. Now, smoke is obviously great for a few different things, but the most important being the push through cat. This is an incredibly crucial area of the map to take. It keeps the CTs guessing, and honestly, that's one of the most important things you can do on the T side. This allows you to take the fight towards short here, split towards A. This even allows you to set up for a lot of mid control to even do a split to B. Overall, it just denies the CTs a lot of map control, and this is something that is super important. This smoke really helps out a lot too with the next smoke I'm about to show you. It allows you to get up to mid completely for free, so you can throw the mid to B smoke. As you can see, there's nobody obviously able to shoot us through this. So speaking of, next we'll show this crazy good mid to B smoke. And as you can see, this one gives you full coverage, unlike the other smokes where if they just land on the floor here, you can see over top of them really easily. This is not something you want. It's incredibly easy for if anybody's playing on the other side of CT. Just stop your guys' push entirely, just being able to shoot over top of the smoke. And as you can see, it's really easy to see all the way through doors even, especially if you have something like an op. So to throw the better smoke, what we're going to do is find Xbox here, tuck ourselves all the way in the corner. We're going to crouch. You'll notice this skinnier board here. Basically, we're going to look in the little gap in between. You'll notice this dark rectangle looking piece here. So look at the bottom left corner of it. Then you're going to stand up and jump throw. It sounds like there's a lot of steps, but really it just is you run up to the box. Look for this piece of the shadow here. Stand up, jump throw. As you can see, perfectly lands on the box. Covers off all of CT. It does look like there's a little gap here, but as you can see, there's nothing you can see over top of this box. Even with an op, there's zero information gain because this is just a wall. So smoke is incredibly good for your B pushes, and this makes it way easier to end up fighting the guys towards window or truck or wherever they decide they want to end up playing. This makes your B pushes a lot stronger, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen people on Dust 2 just avoid B outright because they just can't get out through tons. And while I'm not saying you're going to win every mid to B split you ever do, this gives you a much better chance of actually winning on the B site. And that makes it so they can't stack A, they're not going to stack mid, because they know you guys can't take B. Having a little bit of a split push like this is incredibly strong. So since we were talking about B, I'm going to show you guys how to throw these absolutely crazy smokes for sight. As you can see, this door smoke I really enjoy because it doesn't allow players to sit on top of scaffolding and see over to car here like other smokes. It does seem a bit unnecessary to have a smoke up here, but as you can see, this is pretty crazy coverage for a sight take. And my absolute favorite part about these lineups, outside of the fact that they're just crazy cool smokes to throw, is that they're both from the same exact lineup outside of tunnels. So all you're going to do is jump out of here, out of T-spawn, find this corner here, and basically just tuck yourselves in this corner until you stop moving. And then for the door smoke, we'll throw that first because it's the one with a little bit more moving parts. All we're going to do is look up on this wall here, go all the way up until you see this broken piece here, find this little ledge where it sticks out. You're going to crouch, aim where this ledge sticks out a little bit to the left, and basically you just want to stand up and jump throw. And then for the window smoke, you're going to want to aim down until you meet this dot here. Put your crosshair just a little bit above it, not much at all, and then jump throw. And as you can see when we get onto the site, absolutely crazy smokes. And I feel like this goes without saying, but these smokes give you such insane coverage that if you just want to do a straight up B push, this makes it so much easier. Now obviously you're not going to want to throw these if you're doing a mid to B split, obviously, but if you're just looking to take sight with the absolute most coverage possible, these smokes are absolutely insane. Or even if you're looking to do a mid to B split, having the CT smoke and the window smoke covered means you only have to fight through door. This eliminates a really common angle, especially if there's an op on the site. And overall, just knowing these two smokes, no matter how you're using them, makes your chances of winning on the B site way higher. So next, moving over to A, I'm going to show you guys the absolute perfect cross smoke to make sure you guys aren't getting caught out from CT. And this one I see a lot of people messing up. A lot of times you'll throw it and there'll be a giant gap on the right side, or the left even. So this is a lineup that'll hit absolutely perfect every single time. And it's really super simple. All you're going to do is run outside of long doors, find the blue dumpster, tuck yourselves in the corner of it like this. All you do, as you can see in the grenade preview, you just aim anywhere in this open area here, and it'll land perfect. It really doesn't have to be all that perfect. Just anywhere here where it's not going to bounce off this building, obviously. You just left click the row. No jump throw even needed. You just left click. It really is that easy. And it's a perfect cross smoke every single time. And as you can see, if we're on the CT side of this smoke, absolutely zero gaps. And it's incredibly hard to fight through this. So if there's any smoke you guys memorize for the A site, make sure it's this one. So next I'm going to show you guys these crazy cat smokes. They're going to basically give you full control of cat, short, whatever you want to call it, for free. It also doubles as a way to drop down into CT if you're looking to do something really crazy. As you can see, these are giant waterfall smokes, and they're honestly some of my favorites to throw in the entire game. Now to throw these once again, they're from the exact same lineup, but they do have quite a bit of moving parts. So basically, to throw both of these, they are from the exact same lineup, which is nice. Find the right side of stairs on cat here. Basically want to tuck yourselves on the right side. You're going to count out 3 stairs, so look at 1, 2, 3. Basically, you want to crouch, kind of tuck yourselves to where you're flush with this 3rd step here. And then once you're tucked into this step here, you're just going to want to stand up. Like I said, a lot of moving parts to this. And for the first smoke, we're going to aim at this window here. There's going to be a little white dot on this windowsill. It's really hard to see in video, especially while I'm editing. So I'll make sure to zoom in so you can see the exact spot. Basically, all we're going to do is left click throw smoke here. Then for the second smoke, we're going to aim all the way up at this little wooden little thing here. I don't know. I have any idea what to call this. You're going to look at this piece here. Do a left click and a right click. Hold both of them down and let go at the same time. As you can see, it'll kind of lob it onto these boxes here. And you'll have your 2 waterfall smokes. As you can see, these smokes provide absolutely insane coverage and really leaves the CT side guessing because they don't know if you're going to push out through here, if they don't know if you're going to drop down through CT here. There's a lot of different options these smoke gives you. And obviously from this angle here, which is one of the most difficult to clear if you're walking through cat, the car guy can't even see you as you walk out. He doesn't know if you're dropping through CT through the smoke, pushing up towards goose, anything like that. These smokes are so incredibly strong if you know how to use them. My best advice is if you can get a teammate to drop you a smoke here, it's really strong just to walk out, flash over top of this even. It doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously, it's not a great example, but it becomes really easy to overwhelm these sight guys here, especially if you have a split through long. That's when it really becomes strong. And overall, there's a lot of different use cases for these smokes. I can't go over them all in this video, but you'll see how much versatility these give you, and that's honestly just the point I really want to drive home here. They're just crazy strong. Now moving over to the CT side, I think it's super crucial for you guys to know how to smoke off long doors here. This is an area I know a lot of beginner players especially don't know how to hold, they don't know how to kind of approach. I'm going to teach you guys this crazy smoke that you'll see just about everywhere, even in pro games, especially in pro games I should say. And it's really super easy. So out of spawn, you're basically going to run, tuck yourselves in this corner here. And you're basically want to do this as quickly as possible. Make sure you have the best timing. Make sure they can't just run out through the smoke. But as you're tucked in this corner here, you're going to look at these little metal pieces of the roof. You're going to look at the gap all the way on the bottom left corner of it, like where my crosshair is right now. And then you just jump through. And just so you can see the timing, I'll run there live, no cuts. Smoke will pop right about as you're crossing onto the actual angle here. Now, if you're worried about them pushing through the angle or beating you here, it's also a really good idea just to run and throw a molly like this on the outside of the door. That if they do push through, you're still able to take all of these angles here. But this smoke alone should give you enough control to where fighting long is no longer something that you're just going to keep fighting and losing. This smoke alone slows down their pushes entirely and gives you way more map control. It allows you to do things like running into pit here. You could even play towards this corner here, which I know a lot of people really enjoy, myself included. My absolute favorite thing is to tuck myself in this little off angle here, right about the dead middle of this wall. And have another player playing towards the corner here. That way if they run out and say I get one and I die, my teammate can swing. Everybody's going to be focusing on me here. And you should get really easy trades like that. Just to give you one example. For the last smoke of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to throw this crazy good smoke for this hull towards T-spawn. The smoke is incredibly good for if you're trying to take advanced mid control, trying to take the fights towards this car here, even towards long doors. This denies them a lot of map coverage if you just have this smoke up here. Obviously, you know they can't be pushing through mid. If you have a player going through lower tons, you'll have basically all the control of the map that you'll need. So throw it is really easy. You're just going to run out of spawn here. Find these boxes, tuck yourselves in the corner. Aim at the top left of this little pillar here where it's kind of broken off at, and all you do is jump through. As you can see, this lands perfectly in the middle of the hallway. It completely blocks all the angles, as you can see. This allows you to take mid control without having to worry about somebody hopping through here. This then becomes really easy just to chuckle flash something like this. Fight with it. Obviously, it's team safe. It's really easy to catch them off guard. This is especially really fun to do if you're on an eco round. I love just buying a 5.7 and a flash, throwing the smoke for my team, telling them just to run it up towards the barrels, and you'll catch a lot of them off guard by doing this. I can't tell you how many pistol rounds I've won just by doing this really simple thing, because it just catches them off guard. especially if this is like one of the first rounds that you've thrown this smoke. It's not something I would do every round, but there are a bunch of different situations, as you can see, where it is a really, really good smoke. And it's something that I think a lot of people should throw more often. But now with all that out of the way, hope you guys did enjoy this video. And if you did, I'd always appreciate a like, comment, sub, all that great stuff down below. If you really want to support the channel, get access to a bunch of cool different perks, and a special role in the community Discord, make sure to hit the join button below to become a member of the channel. It gets you access to a lot of cool stuff, and it's just another way of helping me keep the lights on in the channel. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. And as always, make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought is the best smoke, and make sure to let me know if I missed anything. And as always, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you all in the next one.